Hey, welcome back. Here we are again. Thought we wouldn't, knew we would. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a great week. We're having a bit of a heat wave here in Santa Cruz, up in the mid 80s.
Oh,
so everybody's whining and complaining about it. It's just terrible. But, we're making do. Anyways, glad you're here. If you'd like to join us here in the chat, you can do that. Just click on the link in the post there on, the group. And yeah, you can come and hang out. But anyway, we were just talking to Steve about some of the cool work that he's been doing here lately. I don't know. Haven't been seeing that much of him lately. I guess he's been kind of busy doing other stuff, man. But glad you're here, Steve, man. Tell us about that. What were you doing? Some glass floor or something?
Yeah, we had a customer that decided he wanted a two-story glass a two-story closet in his master closet and a glass floor to walk on. So we helped that builder out with that one. It lights up, LED lighting all in the cabinets and the flooring, and got about 14 speakers in his closet to jam out for some reason. But it was a good job, pretty neat. It's not completed yet, but it's on its way.
So what'd you anchor to the ceiling?
What's that?
What'd you anchor to the ceiling to hoist that up there? It looked like it had
That was the come along. The builder had attached a come along to some rafters in the ceiling to bring up a few other things, and luckily left it in place where we were able to get that glass up. So 4 cups on each panel and come along, and it was pretty easy.
It was a great looking job. Really good looking job.
Easy.
Pretty easy. Not too many headaches. It was good. It was easy. It was a good learning experience for the next one.
So what was the composition of that again now?
It was triple laminated 3/8 glass.
3/8. And what was the inner layer? The
inner layer was just I'm not sure the terminology you would use for the lamination layer, but you would probably know more about that than I would.
Well, yeah, there's different ones you can use. Was it engineered?
It was.
It was engineered. Yeah. So you'd have to look at the specs of what the engineer wrote to see if it was Century Glass Plus or PVB, whatever they use.
Yeah, I'll look into that.
Good looking job.
But it was each panel was about 245 pounds or so, and come along made it gravy.
Good.
Yeah, if you've got any photos handy, you can feel free to share them, at any point, and just can put them up. I think I've got it open for anybody who can share their screen if they want to. So
he had them posted on our page.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can go back and retrieve it, but they were pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty neat. It's different, as usual, everybody has their own opinions on it, but I was like, I enjoy doing it. The homeowner loved it, so that's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters. You did it professionally. It looked
and
good.
The customer. Don't forget the customer. They matter.
Exactly. Right. For sure.
So, was this like the first one of those you've done?
It is. And we used a company out of New York. It was a glass flooring company that has their own, I guess, proprietary channeling and brackets and all that kind of stuff. And they had it engineered, and they had the builder actually had to modify it because they ordered it so far out in advance that we had to modify some of the bracing for the attic. And actually, it was supposed to be 3 large panels wide and 1 skinny panel. But by the time it came to actually designing this floor and installing it, one of the bigger panels of glass had to be knocked out. So they had to kind of cut the brackets down and re-engineer that. But it was an experience.
What did the inspector say? Or were you there when they inspected it?
It was so far out past one of our, I guess, kind of more in a suburb area. So there's really no one to go inspect it.
Oh, I see.
Right. It was done way overkill, but there's really no inspections out in that direction.
All right.
That's where I want to live.
Let me ask you, is that typical across the country that there's pockets of area where there's just no inspections? It's just the Wild West?
We have, and if we do work in the city limits of San Antonio and some of the more municipal towns, they have their inspections, but some of these smaller towns, they have nothing.
So no permitting either?
No permitting, no inspections, no nothing. Just depends on where you. This house I was working in particular was on like this 125 acre ranch.
Yeah.
You know, so it's out in the middle of nowhere.
Well,
I'm not sure it's how across the country, but it's pretty nice here in Texas sometimes.
I like the job. I did. I like the job.
Thank you.
And Brian, I still think about your glass railing system outside. That was cool too.
Yeah, that came out pretty nice.
I still think that's cool.
I'm hoping to get back there to help finish it up and, you know, get some final photos of that once it's 100% complete. Should be pretty sharp looking.
Yeah, before the guy goes with the weed whacker to trim the grass and starts digging up the glass.
Yeah. The landscapers showed up the day after we set most of the panels, and they were not happy campers, man.
No,
They were not.
no. The landscaper and the cleaning crew are like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me, right?
And the poor dog that used to run freely just broke his nose.
Why did they make you put bird glass in, you know?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Or dog glass.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, it's like I did a couple today, and it's unoccupied residence, you know, so still under construction and stuff. So it's a bummer, you know, I do this really nice work, but the place is wrecked because it's a construction site. I mean, there's no amount of moving stuff around or cleaning up where I could really make it look good. So take photos, but don't really show them to anybody except like my wife or whatever. Maybe you guys.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But it's
yeah, we're concerned, Chris.
Right. I know you guys love me, you know.
We want to make sure you work.
But yeah, if you can go back, you know, if you can go back to a job after everything's done and clean and stuff like that and get some nice photos, that's always wonderful. You know, we did this one job, really nice folks, and they had this really nice home in Scotts Valley and 3 levels. And of course, you know, the biggest piece of glass was going to the 3rd floor. This was back when, you know, I had help and stuff, of course. But man, that was something else. It was like, once we started going up the stairs with it, we had 3 guys. I don't remember how big it was pretty big, but we realized that we had to kind of lean it, squat a little bit, you know, to get it up under there. Oh my gosh. And then, you know, get to the top landing and stop, rest for a minute, you know, kind of regroup. Okay, take it up the neck, you know, go all the way around the floor plan, you know, back up the next flight of stairs, sit down, rest for a minute, regroup.
Yeah.
Got it up there, got it set. It had a notch in it, you know, thank God it was all measured right and fit well. So that's always a plus, you know, after you go through all that. Got it done. It was nice. It was a nice job. We did some glass backsplash in there, 2 or 3 shower enclosures, something like that. That one big one. And then they invited us over for a barbecue a couple months later.
Wow.
Nice.
So it was really cool. So we got to go in after it was all finished and really take photos of everything. And so that's nice. You rarely get those opportunities. Nice customers. You know, people will always say, you've got great reviews, you know, and I tell them, yeah, well, you just have to pick really good customers. You know?
Truth.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
A lot of truth to that. And, you know, Chris, they don't always start off as great customers.
That's
the funny
true.
part. It's up to you to turn them into good customers, right? That's
I like a challenge.
That's your job. If you can turn them into good paying customers and then they write a review, that's the trifecta.
Yep. I think it's all about communication that I've found out, because my schedule's a little weird sometimes, and sometimes things pop up. And if you avoid the phone and avoid the phone call, that's when your good customers turn against you. And you just got to keep the airwaves clear and let them know when things aren't going to go in as planned, and just replan.
Yeah.
Just keep that communication in line.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, you know, they say no news is good news, right? But people do appreciate it if you let them know, hey, things, you know, there's a snafu, or, you know, I got your glass, I inspected it, it's got a scratch. It's not going to be acceptable. You know, they're disappointed, but at the same time, they're grateful that I'm checking their glass, and
Yeah.
Doing that quality control. They're paying a lot of money for that, and they want it to be right.
Absolutely.
That's my theory anyway.
I think I handle it in the house when they bring up your bad reviews. Because unfortunately, I mean, we're a larger company than what you guys are, and we got some pretty funny reviews up there. I won't say all of them are mine, but the first top 7 are.
Yeah. There's like pros and cons to everything, right? And it's one of the really cool things about this group is because just about every size and configuration that a shower door guy could be. I mean, whether it's just doing only shower doors, or if just shower doors are part of what we do, or whether it's just like a one-man operation, or whether it's a big operation with like your own tempering plant or something like that. I mean, we've got all of that represented here, and there's no like one size fits all. And you're going to trade. There's a trade-off, right? I mean, if you're going to be big, there's a lot of great reasons to be big, and there's some headaches that go with that, right, Bill? So it's not just a walk in the park, every day. I mean, I'm sure, you probably wouldn't change things much,
No.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade my problems for anybody else's problems, It's like, oh,
That's true. But just one of the that really bothers me is you can't go on Yelp and call them a liar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have a review on there, and I walked. You can, but I guess the owners can. I can, but I have a review on there where she got mad at me because I didn't want to hang it onto just a drywall. Because what's going to happen? The drywall is going to get wet. It's going to get soggy. It's going to get ruined. So she got mad at me and put a bad review on there because I wouldn't do what she wanted.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know. Those are unfair, I guess, but I guess so is everything else. It's just sometimes it's frustrating finding those reviews that are pretty harsh, and you can't really, you can't go back on there and go back and forth on it, right?
But Mike, you can turn that into a good thing, because I found that when people read reviews, they want to see something bad in there to make sure that you're not making them up. And then it's how you respond to it. So if you just respond professionally that you didn't want to touch it because it just wasn't the right thing to do and you didn't want to be part of it, people are going to read that. They're going to go, okay, this guy's got, he wasn't just trying to take her for money and leave. He actually was his professional opinion that he shouldn't touch the job.
Right.
And I think the average person that looks at all those reviews would respect that. Says, it's
Agreed.
unfortunate you're giving me a bad review for something I've never touched.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
I don't mind the bad reviews. I want an honest review. Do we screw up? Sure we screw up. But did we just run away from the job and not complete it? No, we've completed jobs where we've gone back 7 times for a single door, and it's like sometimes shit happens.
Yeah.
But it's not like we charge them more money to redo it all.
Right.
Whether we take the loan for now, we don't say, oh, we need more money for that. It's like, no, it is what it is.
right. The old saying is every company is a good company until shit hits the fan. And then it becomes a great company when you handle it right, but you become a crappy customer if you don't handle it. So, it's your time to rise and shine during the bad things. And if you make it right, I mean, people are going to see that.
Yeah. And I've noticed recently about myself is that like I've become a much better customer since I've been in business. It's like, as a customer, I'm much more understanding, much more forgiving. and yeah, I had recent interaction. Actually, it's like working with my dentist, got kind of a new dentist, and he was doing some work for me, and just having issues with his lab, and it's like they're, how things are out there now, man. Everything's, kind of different than it used to be, and it's hard to find help, and people are scared all the time. It's like anything can shut you down, for a week or two or whatever, So, them having to tell me, oh, like, yeah, there's this problem with the lab and we can't get this work done. And they, you can tell they're expecting me to be mad, about it. And it's like, how can I get mad? It's like, hey, I'm in business too. I know how it is. It's like, I'm depending on vendors to come through for me. Sometimes they don't. And when they don't, I have to have this conversation with a customer, and it sucks. I hate having that. I hate making that call. I do make it, but I hate it. I hate telling, especially when it's not my fault. Like Mike was talking about, hey, we screw up, and that's the truth. And it's really easier for me to say, you know what, I blew it. I measured that wrong. I missed that. I forgot to do that. I forgot to order that. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen from time to time. And it's easy for me to say that. What's really hard for me to say is, hey, the guy I'm counting on is not coming through. In fact, a lot of times I'll try not to tell people that. I'll try to make it sound like it's my fault. Because to me, it sounds so much better coming out of my mouth than like blaming somebody else.
Yeah.
And it sounds so much more sincere. It's like,
absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, that does. Yeah, I always try to take the responsibility for it. I was like, hey, I screwed up, but congratulations. It's my first one in my 16 years I've been doing this. It's like I'm new. There's a whole learning curve here,
That's right. That's right.
Speaking of which, the shower guard product, I'm having my very first issue in 16 years on it. I have a customer out here in LA who I went and I tried to clean it. I got the tester, took it over to test it. It has shower guard on it. We can't get the spots off.
Wow.
What'd you clean?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was kind of excited about it because it is my first one, right? I pitched the product and I never hear anything again. And for the first time, I'm hearing back from it. So let's see what shower guard does.
What'd you try?
It's like an experiment, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was excited for it. I know it's inconvenient for her, but like I told her, I said, you're paid for the lifetime warranty on it. It's got to get taken care of. Maybe not overnight, but it's not like you can't use your shower.
Yeah,
right.
right.
You can still use it. But we'll get it taken care of. So I'll let you know in the next coming weeks, I guess, of how they handled it.
What did you try to clean?
We opened a ticket with them on
What did you try to clean it with?
The spots will come off. There's the hard water spots coming out on her door that we've tried to clean. I've tried to clean, and you can still see them on there. So, I mean,
Tim has a lot of experience with shower guard.
So, could you use soft scrub and a non-abrasive?
The soft scrub, the soft scrub with lemon, I think it is, or scrubbing bubbles or something like that. No, the spots, you can still see the spots there.
Huh.
So,
no, I've been doing it since day one, and only had one lady that, complained about it. And shower guard.
And the shower guard come back and replace the glass?
I don't know. She got tired of waiting.
Oh, wow.
They wanted a sample of her water.
See, and that's the thing. That's why I'm so hesitant to sell that product. Because it's like, it's going to be like filing an insurance claim when it comes time, to get the warranty handled, and like how many hoops you're going to jump through. It's like, yeah, I want to avoid that. I had one customer in my entire career absolutely insist on shower guard. And so like I sold it to him. And that's the only one I've ever done. Now I know Tim sells a bunch of it, man. He loves it.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
I-
sold 2 more today. They're great upcharges, you know. And I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the one today is, you know, it's a door with 2 panels on a 90-degree angle. That's a $650 upgrade for us, and it's like it was easy. The thing was huge. I'm like, how are you gonna keep that clean? Put a shower guard on it. You know, you clean it. You clean it when you clean it, and it's guaranteed. And he loved it, bought it, no problem. So let's see. But it's a great upgrade, and a very easy upgrade to get too.
No, I put it in my house when it first came out. And I let it go for 30 days with 2 girls using the tub. And it was water spot and everything else. And our water on the Monterey Peninsula had a lot of iron in it. So I cleaned it with soft scrub and a non-abrasive cleaner, and it came clean.
Well, there you go.
We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on what happens.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But I mean, I really do like the shower guard. More so than a Diamond Fusion or what do they call those? Other one?
There's Diamond Seal, Diamond Fusion,
Shield, yeah.
Duro Shield,
Tech on.
a lot of different things.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a sales rep for shower guard or? Mike. Oh,
He might be in a bad, I think he's driving
yeah,
actually.
it looks like he's driving.
He might be in a bad spot.
Sounds like he's
Yeah.
playing banjo. No,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
banjo.
I'll have to take
He's
care of
got
all
playing
that.
some Jimi Hendrix over there or something, man.
he's
California Freeway.
he's really in the country.
Nice. So yeah, hey, speaking of like reviews and all that, Yelp, what do you guys think about Yelp?
Hate it.
I hate it.
Everybody hates Yelp, man.
Well, Mike's back. Hey,
Those
Mike,
guys.
I got another question for Mike. Are you a registered dealer?
Are we what?
Are you a registered dealer for shower guard?
I have not. No. I went to go test the glass today. Make sure it does have it. We put the claim ticket in there. So I told her give them a few days and we'll follow up with it. I'm gonna follow up with it only because I'm interested to see what's gonna happen.
Where are you located at?
I'm in Los Angeles.
I wrote the dealer's my contact down. Now I can't find it. You know that handles the West Coast.
Where are you at? You're in Arizona, aren't you?
No, I'm in Monterey.
Oh, Monterey.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it should be the same rep.
yeah. And I talked to her about it a while back, and I thought I wrote her number down. Now I don't see it.
Yeah. So what else is going on out there?
Have your supply chain issues freed up for your hardware? I don't hear anybody complain about supply chain, getting hinges, handles, anything.
We're getting everything.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, in about 3-4 weeks, I haven't heard anybody complain about anything, really.
That's true.
Lately, I've been getting in one box instead of a box here and a box there.
Yeah, I'm waiting on something. I'm waiting on.
Something
Christine from FHG right now.
I'm waiting on.
I'm sure you guys use that, right? FHC?
FHC. Yeah.
Yeah, I use both.
I said you guys use FHC, right? Yeah, I'm
Sometimes.
gonna go with one of their reps right now.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
I think her name is Christine or Christina or something like that.
Oh, telephone reps, not the sales rep that goes out to the field.
No. She's inside that. Yeah, she does. I don't think she goes out.
I did just notice a new product on FHC the other day. I don't know if you guys remember. I had inquired about if anyone had been using those black sweeps and if they were having any tearing issues. So they now have a bottom sweep where the soft fin is not at the very bottom of the push-on vinyl anymore. It's almost like behind where the drip edge is. So I ordered a couple of those. Hopefully they'll, have a little more give than having that fin on the very bottom. But I don't know. We'll see. Figured I'd throw that out there. I know, Bill, I think you just recently posted, right? Using a black sweep.
I did, and I saw your comment. There was another guy commented like they
Mike Lawler from Superior Shower. Yeah, he'd had the same issues that I had,
and we didn't have any.
Okay.
And we've got them out there almost a year now and haven't had one yet. I asked the guys after that post. So I don't know if maybe we were getting the ones with that new design. I'll have to take a look at that design and see which ones we're getting.
Yeah.
We haven't had any of those problems yet, but it really made a nice look. It really did.
Oh, it ties the whole bottom of the shower together.
It made it look complete. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big difference.
So it must have been just like a bad batch or something.
It could have been, because I don't see any reason why it would be any different than the clear ones and why they would make them any different.
Just
put the pigmentation in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what he's talking about? Those other sweeps where the bottom sweep part, the soft part kind of goes back at an angle.
Yeah, and it goes up under the deflector.
Yeah. Those things are cool. Those are great for like a low profile where you've got a small gap. Man, I really like those.
There's another one out there that's like the bottom sweep is actually a bubble gasket that lays horizontally. So it's really not a sweep. It's a bubble that compresses up and down.
Where does that come from?
God, I can't remember because we've used them. I think they are CRL.
And it's a push-on vinyl?
Yeah, it's your regular deflector, but instead of the two sweeps coming down, those two sweeps are not there. And what it is there is like a bubble that's built into the bottom of the main profile that snaps over the glass. So it's tucked underneath the deflector, but it's actually on the bottom. So it would sit directly under the glass, but it's like a bubble sweep. So if you had irregular size floors, or you're swinging it out from a floor mounted unit and your floor doesn't pitch in the bathroom, or it does pitch, so it's higher when the door is out there, it compresses really nicely and it doesn't bind up on you.
It doesn't have a lot of drag to it.
Right. You know how a sweep, when you go out, as you pull the door out, the fins go inward, right?
They bind.
And now when you go to push it back in, there's not enough space under there for it to flex back in. But on the one that compresses, it's beautiful.
Huh. I'll have to look into that. And you think it's CR Lawrence that?
I'm pretty sure that's where we got them. Yeah.
Okay.
If you remember, send me an email tomorrow morning. I'll go down to shop and I'll get the number off of it. We've got them in boxes in the warehouse.
Okay.
But they're really good.
That sounds cool.
They're really good. Now, I don't know if they make those in black. I've only seen them in clear.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen those before, but I've never been able to figure out where they come from.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're CRL.
Okay, I'll have to take a look. I'm making notes here.
Yeah. But if not, I'll find out.
All right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I got some more info from Mike on shower guard.
Ooh, info.
Is that still a Guardian product?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a Guardian product. Yeah.
It's Guardian only, right? That's patented to them.
I believe so.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So
Right.
your temperer has to be certified.
Correct.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, I got a contact for you for a shower guard.
Okay. Who's that?
Her name is Kirsten Baracco.
Christian Grapple?
Yeah, she's a Western Regional Interior Manager.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have a phone number for
Looks like he's driving.
her. I know he is.
Yeah, okay.
Tim, put it in the chat.
Yeah, there you go. Put it in the chat.
Type it in the chat.
Chat. Okay. Oh, chat. Okay.
Good call. Good call.
Ah, never did that before.
Don't drive and write at the same time, or drink, or
Really?
smoke the funny herb. Don't do any of that while you're driving.
Or eat
Or
the
text.
brownies. Or eat the brownies.
Or eat the brownies. Don't eat the brownies. Or the gummies
Yeah, gummies. Yeah.
while you're driving.
I thought
That's
you
our
could do
little
that.
PSA for tonight.
I thought you could do that in California.
You can't do anything in California.
Yeah, just not while you're driving.
I wanted to see if Justin was here from Denver. I think they can do it in Denver.
Yeah, do it. They do. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it in Denver for sure. Nice.
It's because here in LA, you don't go over 10 miles an hour, so you're going nice and slow. There's so much traffic.
Good point.
That's true, huh? It's hard to get above 10.
Yeah.
Good point.
It's
Hey,
not,
I
like
reached,
it's not like in Santa Cruz where you can just, it's always a beach day out there.
Yeah, I did it at work.
Yeah.
hey, Chris, I reached out to Dustin Anderson last night, and he will be at the glass build,
Oh, good.
and he would be happy to join us. So if
Well, that would be awesome, man.
Yeah, if we can get our group together.
Fantastic. Yeah, I
I
look
booked-
forward to that.
I booked my tickets. I don't know who else is going. Chris, you're
Yeah.
going.
Absolutely. I'm there. You know, it's interesting. When I did my little talk at Glassville in Atlanta a few years back, Dustin went up right before me
Yes.
and told this story that was just like incredible. I mean, it was just like this kind of a heart-wrenching story about just the struggle he went through in his business. And I just couldn't believe how transparent and vulnerable, he was, and just really shared a lot about what had gone on in that previous season. I mean, I'll never forget that. It was really, really kind of inspiring, and it was a tough act to follow, man, for sure.
Was. He's a very good speaker. He was very
Mhm.
very confident, but it was a sad story to hear.
Yeah.
Of how, it was a family business and you worked his tail off to see something like that happen right in front of you. It was really sad.
Well, it
But
just
good
goes to
kid.
show you, I mean, that can happen to anybody.
To anybody. Yeah. I see it too often. So that's good. So right now we're going to try. I'm going to call when I get off of here, try and get us some reservations for Monday night, maybe at a restaurant. Sound good
Cool.
to you?
Absolutely. That sounds great.
We'll do it before the show.
Fantastic.
What are those dates again? I know I had them down 15
So
times,
the
but
show starts on Tuesday, the 18th. We're coming in on Monday the 17th. Chris is going Sunday the 16th. Keith will be there Sunday the 16th. But I'm going to try to get the group together on Monday the 17th. So if you make it, let us know, Steve.
we'll do.
And if anyone's bringing their wife or significant other, just let me know. They're more than invited. I'm bringing my wife.
Awesome. That'll be great, man. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. I was hoping to get some more guys. I think Brendan Nicastro is going to go.
Oh, cool.
Trying to see who else I know that's going to go there.
I'll be there, but I don't know what day yet.
You driving up? Are you driving there or are you flying?
I fly.
You fly. Yeah, good.
You almost can't afford to drive. It's so cheap to fly.
Go to San Jose and you get the early flight
It's
out.
crazy, man. Vegas, it's easy to go to Vegas. If you want to go to Vegas, they'll make it easy for you.
I've been watching pictures of California, Chris, and it's hard to drive, especially if you're in an electric car. You can't charge it.
Exactly. I don't know if they've got any of those charging stations out in the middle of the desert.
I got a picture today of some guy with his generator, a gas generator, recharging his car. It's like,
Yeah, I've seen videos like that. It's like I don't think they get the concept exactly. What would be really cool is if you had like a coal burning generator. That would make it like Fiesta Resistance.
yeah, wood burning too. Yeah,
Or wood burning, yeah, that'd be good too.
it's just crazy. You know that your governor spent millions of dollars to advertise in Florida against our governor. And he's saying people are moving, and yet people are moving from California to Florida, including Newsom's in-laws who bought in Florida during COVID. His own in-laws moved to Florida. You can't make this stuff up.
Well, you got to waste that campaign money somehow.
Somehow, yeah. Unbelievable.
Can't spend it all on haircuts.
Yeah. Good one. Damn, but he's such a nice looking guy.
You know that dude's gonna be president, right?
Who?
Oh, Newsom?
You know, yeah, he's gonna run.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, you may not have noticed this, but the United States doesn't have presidents anymore.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, if that guy that they're saying is the president is actually the president, then it's
right.
Well, you guys got to help me decide something. Which one?
Right? Exactly. I rest my case.
All right, I gotta go, Bull. See you guys later.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping in.
See you later.
Yeah. So how's business for everybody? Has anybody slowed down at all? Or are you just still as busy as you were before, earlier in the year?
Still busy.
We're super busy.
Yeah, still cranking over here.
Brian,
Wow, that's awesome.
Brian, how are you getting your new opportunities?
Word of mouth, Instagram has proven to be very lucrative for me, as well as Facebook. I'm on a couple local groups. I try to get into the ones that are kind of geared towards housewives and mothers.
I mean, for shower doors.
Yeah. And I mean, it seems to be pretty well. You know, I'm able to post business posts and promote the business the first Monday of every month. So I'll take that opportunity the first Monday of every month, and I'll just kind of bombard the page with all different stuff. I get a lot of hits from it. A lot of it's word of mouth too. Yeah, referral type business.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Just wondering what else. I didn't know how social media was treating you.
Like, yeah, I mean, pretty good. I mean, I don't really know how else to market you know, the product and the service other than, you know, kind of those platforms.
There's a ton of ways. Just how much do you want to spend, right? Social media has been pretty darn good, where you can get a good reach without spending a lot of money, if anything. You know, especially if you're somewhat savvy and you can post your own material and, you know, get your own leads without having to pay somebody to do it for you.
To do like a post promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a few of those. I've gotten some work from them. I think I need to maybe tweak the clientele, I guess, that it's promoting to, the people that it's kind of spreading out to. Yeah. And it's hard too, because I've meant to kind of try and gauge it and really track it as the work comes in. But I fall off it sometimes, and then I'm not really sure, you know, how lucrative it actually was. You know, how many out of 50 phone calls, you know, and, you know, 10 jobs, how many of them came from, you know, that particular post or whatever it was.
So what you want to do is, as you're smaller, it's easier to track. If you get in the habit of it, how did you hear about us? You know, right away, track it, because as you grow, that's going to be really, really important to know if it's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, word of mouth from a neighbor, a builder, architect. But as you grow, it's really important to know where your dollars are being spent and what really works for you. But if you're getting jobs on Instagram right now, that's pretty strong. That's really good.
Yeah, I just picked up a new contractor that I kind of solicited off Instagram. You
So
know, and
how-
I'll do that too. I'll go to some of these guys that are doing bathroom renovations and remodels, and I'll just, you know, I'll kind of just say, hey, you know, this is what we do. If you're interested, let me know. Send me a couple pictures. I'll get you a quote, you know, later today.
Yeah.
And that seems to be kind of helpful for me too. The quick turnaround, you know, if they can send me pictures and within, you know, 15, 20 minutes, I can get them a number with a couple pictures. Hey, this is what it's going to look like. People seem to like that.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been beneficial for me. That's been pretty huge, actually.
Are you doing your own invoicing also?
Yes.
So you're really one-man show, office, ordering, installation, everything, right?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
you.
It's
Okay.
me. Yeah. I mean, I got a guy that helps me do the installs, but yeah, I mean, I'm fielding the phone calls, quoting the jobs, measuring, ordering, scheduling, installing. Yeah. Soup to nuts.
I remember the days very well.
yeah.
Very well.
Yeah. That's cool. Thanks for talking about that, because I think that's the first time I've ever heard somebody say that they're using Instagram like that for you know, for doing shower doors and stuff. That's killer. So it's like, so you're finding contractors, their Instagram, and reaching out to them, introducing yourself. So then are you giving them like a mobile number, or are you doing the whole thing on Instagram back and forth?
I'm giving them my mobile number. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm giving them the number to my follow-up account. So I try to kind of
Cool.
direct everything there. So it's just in one place.
And that way they can text you a picture and you can text back at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes a text exchange, you know, and kind of figure out a good time to, you know, meet and shake hands for the first introduction. Cause,
Yeah.
you know, they have yet to see what's going on here.
I'm kind of doing the same thing as you, Brian, with the social media.
Okay.
Just reaching, touching base with some of these contractors and builders, and what's nice that I guess any other marketing you can't do or to pay for is they can go to your site or your Instagram or Facebook, and then they can actually look at your work, so they kind of know what they're getting into. Are they getting into a lower range glass company? They're going into more of a high luxury bathroom type glass company, so they kind of know, like, we weed their subcontractors out just by looking at their pictures. So it's kind of an advantage on the social media aspect.
Yeah.
So now the next thing, Steve. So is your Instagram under your personal name or under your company name?
It's under the company name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brian, how about yours? Is it under Freedom?
Yeah, company name.
Good. So that they're not necessarily going to your personal page and start scrolling to see what kind of guy you are. They're not trolling your personal page.
No. That might not be as beneficial.
Oh, you never know.
Kind of want to
I
watch
know.
my name.
Yeah.
That's right.
Could be good, could be not so good. I don't know.
Right.
There are all types out there.
So,
right.
You know, the interesting, Brian, you were saying how you're looking at some groups and you're trying to get it towards housewives. There are groups on Facebook, like community groups, Greater Philadelphia, I don't know, remodeling, contractors, things like that. But then there's these neighborhood ones where, hey, anybody know a tile guy I'm doing in my bathroom over? And you'll see like all their neighbors are sending them requests. Oh, I just had Pablo do mine. Here's his number. Those are the guys you need to be calling. So you troll theirs and see who's doing bathroom remodels. And then you just follow along. Hey, I see you do bathroom remodels. Do you have a good glass guy? Those are easy pickings.
Yeah.
Those are easy pickings. And you probably get 10 or 15 names right off of one post where a lady's asking, do you know anybody that does bathroom remodeling? And everyone starts sending their names of who they used. And that's just a source of leads for you.
Oh yeah, I didn't consider that. But yeah, that's a good that's a good tip. That's a huge.
Easy pickings.
Yeah.
Those guys love it. Those guys love it.
Yeah,
So,
there's
hey,
so many
I'll try that. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you need a backup glass guy. I always say that too. Look, I'm not going to step on somebody else's toes, and I respect loyalty. But if your guy's on vacation or he's sick, or you really want a guy that uses caulking, you never know. But you do like that. I'll give you a backup, or if you just want to keep an honest guy honest and just get a different price, I'm more than willing to be there. But only if you're ready. And then they respect that too. Like if they have a relationship with somebody and they feel awkward about changing, you've given them that out. But if he just wants something, or they're not totally thrilled with the guy, or he's 5 weeks out and he can't wait, you got an opportunity there.
That's a great approach.
Yeah.
It's really nice, kind of a soft approach. Hey, what about a backup guy? What if,
Just
yeah. I'm not trying to
in
take anybody's
case-
job.
He may have an electric vehicle and can't get there someday.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And it's just like too, whenever somebody mentions the competition, I never badmouth them. I mean, no matter how terrible I know they are, they're like, oh yeah, those guys from that company came out. And it's like, yeah, there's some good guys, everybody's a good guy, everybody's like, everybody's good,
Yeah.
because they don't need me to say, what I think about the competition. Well,
Right.
you know what I think. I don't believe I have any.
Well, you've told me what you think about Tim. Yeah.
So I got to back you up. Back in the 70s when I started in this business, we didn't have all the internet, computers. We belonged to a builder's exchange.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Builders Exchange. Yeah.
My brother would go over there and take off commercial plans, house plans. All the plans were dumped there, and that's how you got your business.
Sure. A lot of home builder associations still have plan rooms.
Yeah.
You don't need it now. It's all digital. But they used to have plan rooms there and just go bid on it. And
but we got quite a few commercial jobs, high-end homes in Pebble Beach, all through that.
Mm-hmm.
And you always knew when your competitor was there because he would mark the plan every time he would, look at it.
That's right. You can see what mistakes they're about to make.
Yeah.
Just by their marks.
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that is good stuff. Yeah, those are some great ideas. I mean, there's a million of them, I'm sure, of ways that you can find new clientele. This doesn't sound like people really need it right now, though. It sounds like everybody's.
Yeah, we haven't talked about marketing in months, right? Because it's been coming in. So there's going to be a time where you've got to get back out there. But if you keep putting it out there now, even when you're busy, you'll be on the top of their mind when they need something.
Yeah, right.
I've
because there's kind of an incubation period, right? It's just like anything else.
That's
so
right.
It's like we stop planting the seeds, we'll stop getting a harvest, at some point.
That's exactly
because you're
right.
probably raking in what you did marketing, 6 months ago or something, right?
Yep.
It's hard to know. But,
and quite honestly, if your competitors are busy now and they've stopped their marketing, then you don't maybe have to do as much, but you're going to capture a lot of the stuff that they would have gotten. It's kind of interesting. So it just keeps the flow going. And it's easier to make decisions when you have cash flow. Much easier, right?
Yeah.
It's easier to tolerate mistakes. It's easier to tolerate gas prices. There's things that you can tolerate when you've got a good cash flow going. And much more difficult decisions when it dries up. Much more.
So true. So true. Well, it's interesting. Like it's been a little bit slower here for the past few weeks, and that's an interesting thing to experience because, like, usually, like back in the old days, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we would get slow right after the holidays. So January 1st comes, like everything would just stop because people were like, just got done with the holidays or broke, spent all their money, on the holidays. And then they're thinking about tax season coming up. So it's like everybody gets really tight from like January till like April. And then as soon as the tax thing is over with, okay, everybody starts working again, and buying stuff. So that's been pretty much how it's been textbook for years, and then from, all the way to the holidays. And then as you get closer to the holidays, it ramps up because people are like wanting to get stuff done before the holidays, stuff like that. So then for the past couple of years, it's been just like busy, like just busy all the time. January, February, March, April, didn't matter, and so it's and then this year, our first quarter was like, might have been the best first quarter we've ever had. It's just like crazy busy. And then all of a sudden it was just like, it stopped. And I'm like, honestly, I'm like, thank God, I'm finally going to get to take a break. Cause it's like, I don't get any breaks, right? Cause it's just, I'm like Brian, I'm the guy, so it's been kind of cool just having a little bit of a breather. But it's kind of starting to grind back into action again. But my wife, she doesn't like it, it slows down. She doesn't appreciate it the way that I do.
Is that because you're home?
No, that might be it. I mean, it's like, we spend a lot of time together, work together, live together,
Yeah.
So maybe there's something to that, Bill. I'm gonna have to think about that.
I don't know.
It's like, how am I gonna miss you if you never go away?
Precisely. Yeah, I didn't mean anything bad by that.
No, I know. Dude, no, I can't imagine you couldn't say anything bad. But
see, you're a little different too, though. You don't have an overhead like Brian just got into a building, so he's got some overhead here.
Yeah.
When it dries up a little bit, you can take a break, and it's not going to kill you because you don't have a big overhead, right?
Right.
That have to come up to.
Absolutely.
But as we start scaling and getting in, paying rent and utilities and this and that, if it slows down, it gets scary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it goes out way faster than it comes in.
Absolutely. And if it slows down for you, it slows down for the contractors, which means your payment cycle gets longer because they don't pay you. They don't pay you as fast either.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
It's an ugly cycle.
It is. It's terrible. But I love it,
We're all in this.
Yep. But it's funny how because over the years we kind of become more and more focused and started saying no to a lot more stuff. So there's so many things that we just say no to. And so it gets slow for a few weeks, and Tiffany's like, oh, maybe we should take this repair. It's like, yeah, no, we don't do repairs. Or like, oh, maybe I should, maybe we should do this little thing. It's like, no, we've got a minimum, So it's like, I've got to stand firm on like the decisions we've made, because as soon as you start going backwards on those things, I mean, at least in my experience, then you're going to get slammed and you're going to be all tied up in these little piddly, crappy things that you hate and that you stopped doing years ago, and not going to be available to do these, the high-end, wonderful stuff that you love to do. It's the way it always goes. It's like, say yes to the little job, and it's like you end up like stuck there. And I'm just going to take some time off.
So true.
No.
Happens all the time. You're absolutely right.
Yep. So I don't know. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
All right. So before we wrap it up, Chris, you're going to be there.
Yes.
Tim, you're not sure yet. Brian,
Well, I'm
was
going to
a
be there. I
no.
just don't know what day.
I'm a no.
All right. I saw Dana said he'll be there.
Yeah.
In the chat.
Yeah.
Dana and his wife. Steve, you have not decided yet?
I'm 50-50 at the moment, just trying to figure out my scheduling.
Okay. I'm going to try and get us a space Monday night. So if something comes up, let me know so I can increase our table size. Dustin said he'll make it. And if we can get anybody else, I'll reach back to Brendan this week. And anybody else? I think Greg Stoll said he was going.
Oh, cool.
And I'm going to ask Billy and see if he's going to be there.
Hang on.
Are you guys all staying at a certain spot, or is it just kind of random and just meeting up? And
Yeah. NGA blocked off a bunch of rooms in a few hotels. You can get them through Andrew at the NGA. Donna and I go, when we go to the Venetian. We just really like it there. We're only going for a couple of days. And we're bringing our regional sales representative with us. He's never been to a glass show, so that's going to be fun.
Cool.
It'll be fun for him.
We'll go easy on him.
Yeah, you'll like him a lot, Chris. A great,
I'm
great
sure I
kid.
will. Any
Really
friend of
good
yours,
kid.
man.
He's good.
Yeah, right on.
He's good.
Cool. Well, I'm
All
excited
right.
about it.
I'll keep you in the loop, though. I'll text you during the week.
All right, fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Well, it seems like we're just about out of stuff to talk about. It's bound to happen. But
Yeah, I miss those East Coast guys like
I know.
Mike.
Well, yeah, it's normally about 10 more people on the call. So,
Yeah,
you know,
Brian, Christina.
Yeah.
Those ones down in Atlanta.
must
Oh
be
well,
busy.
must be vacation weeks or something.
yep.
So,
All right, guys.
all right.
See
See you next Wednesday, everyone.